set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A 7-yard pickup.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Come on. 45.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. Jones and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
New York.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Incomplete.
Jones' pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On first down, rushing. That's complete to Smith. That catch good for... Only a couple.
Smith. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun. Rushing. Looking dead. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards.
18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, rushing toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing again, rushing. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. The 40. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Dante Pettis, 81 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
54 Mike. Check.
Here's Adams. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, rushing. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, That worked quite well for the defense.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Rushing. And this is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Dragons nothing.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
He was taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Here we go, sack. Back to 60. Back to 60. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rushing. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones, flush to his right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jones looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay,
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
On the tackle. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Giants.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Jones. He fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Jones going to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, rushing. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rushing. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Jones on 1st down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
again. Here's Adams.
6-yard
and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Good.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Rushing. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Rushing. The left side completion to Jones. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off play action. Rushing. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
First down, New York.
This is Barkley. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rushing. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. And a huge play that time. 56 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
At the 11-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Barkley, a first down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
On the handoff.
That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Giants.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
It's nothing.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Jones.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Off the play fake. Rushing. And it is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll run again with Adams. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off play action. Rushing. They'll roll him out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. That one caught out wide by Julio. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 49-yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake. Rushing. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rushing. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, watch 54.
Off play action. Rushing. And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yedem picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's just me and you. No.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And inches.
Let's see what you got.
On 3rd down, Barkley.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Today's final score, Giants 21,